So you want to take a passenger on your motorcycle for the first time. Well, let me show you my tips on how to do that with the lovely assistance of my friend, Yuki. Now to start off, make sure your passenger is fully geared. Here we have Yuki with helmet, riding gloves, riding jacket, riding leggings, and riding boots. Remember, safety is not only your concern, but of your passenger's concern, because you're responsible for that person. Now, the next thing I want to show you is how to properly place your body to prepare for the rider to hop on the back. So let's take a look of me in the streets of New York City. So ideally what you want to do is put up the kickstand, plant your left foot, plant your right foot, firm up your arms, you should be good to go. So once your body is planted and ready, it's time to let the passenger know it's time to get on. So once you put the kickstand up, you let them know that it's time to get on. I'm planting my feet firmly, locking my arms. She's throwing her leg over, putting her feet on the passenger pegs, and you're good to go. Now let's talk about body positioning for your passenger. One thing I like to always say to the passenger is pretend they're a backpack. This portion is going to be more in regards to body positioning as the passenger. So let me get Yuki to jump right on whenever you're ready, Yuki. Her job is to basically replicate whatever I'm doing body movement wise. For example, if I'm leaning to the right, she just leans to the right too. And I'm sorry, I can't lean that much because we're not moving. Lean to the left, she's leaning to the left. She's not overcompensating, she's not overdoing it, she's leaning the same direction. I mean, what she doesn't want to do, what I don't want her to do, or any passenger to do, is like if I'm leaning to the right, for her not to go to lean to the left, because I'm gonna lose control that way. It's gonna throw me off in terms of the one controlling the motorcycle. So once again, if you can see, just look at her body movement, and I'll switch back the shots. If I'm leaning to the right, she slowly leans to right, nothing too crazy. If I'm leaning to the left, she slowly leaning to the left, and nothing too crazy. And that goes for even like tighter turns. She's just basically literally just copying exactly what I'm doing. Good job, Yuki. Oh, and one more thing. To make it easier for her in terms of riding as a passenger, rather than like she could just squeeze on like that, but that's a little too much for her and for me. It's a lot of work for me. But what she is actually doing, you can probably tell from the shot from behind, she is, yeah, as you can see, tightening her legs. She's gripping not only to the motorcycle itself, and it's actually going to depend on what motorcycle you have, but it's actually, right now it's gripping to the motorcycle, and it's also gripping to my hips. So that gives her full control. Look, her hands are free. Actually, it's a lot easier for me too, because then, look at that, and look how she's moving. Perfect. Yeah, so that's another good tip. Now let's talk communication. Communication between you and the rider. And usually that's done with comms. So if you have comms, that's a good thing. So I highly suggest that you pick up a pair of comms for both helmets. Now let's take a look of what I do to communicate with my passenger, especially when it comes to stopping and starting. So another important thing is communication. One thing I will always do, and I know I'm not wearing a helmet, this is, honestly, I'm doing this for the sake of, so you guys can actually hear me. I don't know if you can with all these ACs and stuff. But ideally, communication is key for the passenger. I will let her know when I'm coming to a stop or when I'm about to leave. So for example, and yes, I know I'm not wearing a helmet, but that's okay. So as we're moving forward, I'll say, hey, coming to a stop, slow down, hitting the front brake, so that she knows, right? And what she did actually at that point, she's firmly put her legs to know. So then, let's say we're at a red light, it's about to turn green. I'm like, okay, we're about to go. So let's go. So her body's ready, I'm ready, and we just take off. So that's basically it, in a simplified way. So I hope this video helps you out when you take on your first passenger. If you have any questions, or comments, or suggestions, please leave it down below. And if you like this video, check out this video. Or this video. Thanks again, guys, and we'll see ya. Bye.